Welcome back to Vicky's Crafts. Like I mentioned, I was going to go through the classes from the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo that I did. The first one was Alcohol Markers How To with Brush Tips, and that was Friday from 8:30 in the morning. So we did receive this kit here, and she did go over some of the techniques that she uses, and she does, this is what I like about this class, that she wrote down all the instructions for you already, so it was kind of nice to have that. And so she goes over swatching all of the colors that you do get in this, and it's the tri blend Spectrum Noir that you do get in here, and you get 4 of them. And so she teaches you how to blend them, and so we did that. And then I did in the class, I did try to cut this out, and you do have to fussy cut this out. I didn't do that, to make a card here. But I think the card, and the reason why I didn't do it is because the card leaves a big gap around it, so I didn't want to use that like that, so I'll do that later on. So the card's supposed to look like this: have a wonderful day, and then so that was the first class. And I did win a they called out, they did have a couple of winnings at the end of the class. So I did win this peacock feather 3-piece from Crafters Companion. So you get the larger one, the medium, and then the small. And these are all peacock that you could use with that type of stenciling, which I have to look into that. So that is very pretty. They did sell the tri-coast, the blends from Spectrum Noir that does have the 3 colors that does these shading, but it was $89, so I didn't buy it. Maybe next time I'll splurge, or I'll try to find them online. So that was the first class. The second class was, I'm gonna put this to the side. The second class was Beautiful Botanical Coloring for Beginners, and you use Copic markers for that. So I did try to, she said I was doing a good job, and I did color that flower. I still have to take it out and fussy cut it, and then she showed you how to put it together like a real flower. So that was kind of nice. So this one goes to the back, this one goes to the front here, and you just open it up and it looks like a flower. So, and then this one goes right here, and then the leaves, really pretty. So I think that was a nice class. And you do get 6 of the Copic markers. I did not have a chance to go to her booth because I was so busy with my classes. So, but I am going to try to get the, because if you buy the inks from this person here, she does give some money for animal shelter. So that's kind of neat. So I'm going to try to order the Copic markers in the future from her. So you do get the 0 marker, the Copic Chow V01, and then V15, V17, the G94, and the G99. So that's what you got for free in the class. So there was no giveaways after the class, because she does give a 25% off any matching stamp and die in our booth. So that was kind of nice, but I didn't go to get that. So that was the second class on Friday. Now the third class was Adorning Feathered Friends Planner, and this was with tissue paper using the Elizabeth Craft journal, and you had to use liquid text to put the napkin on the planner. So that was a nice class. I really liked that class. And so mine came out like this. So like I said, you get it's blank canvas, and that's how mine came out, which is so pretty. I love it. I even put some splatter on the little, so that's the front, and then this is the back. It came out so pretty for first time using napkins. And then here it just bubbled up a little bit. I think I didn't put enough liquid text on that. And then we did seal it, and I think it came out so pretty. So that's the front, and then this was the back. And I still have some left over, and she does have all the instructions for you how to cut it up here. See, from everything. So you could use those instructions for something else. You could even do it on cards, because Sonia from Halls from Crafts, she says she does it in cards. When she gets out, she makes cards out of napkins. So that's kind of nice. And she let us keep one of the sprays, because she did give you some sprays, and she said to take one. So I picked up this Nouveau sparkle spray, and that's what you have here. And I just took out, she said to take out the tap and hit it. So, and I do have the sparkle from Tim Holtz, so I kept that one. And that was in the kit for you to keep. And I still have 2 more birds that I could put in some other journal if I want, or some other place. So that's kind of nice. So that was that class. That was worth the money on that class, because I try to get classes that you're gonna get something out of it, not just a piece of paper and one marker, something like that. So I did like this. It was very pretty. So that was that class. That class was from 11:30, I think, to 12:30. So then the next class, I didn't even have time to eat throughout the classes, and Jackie always had something for me to munch on. Thank you, Jackie, for that. Because every day I was finishing at what time? 4 o'clock, and it was time for dinner. And she would have, I would go to my chair like here from 11:30 to 1. I would run to my chair, and by the time I did my shopping and back to my chair, she had something for me to eat. I didn't have to run and buy something. So the next class was stenciling with color fuse, and that was this class here. And you get a whopping, and this was from Rubbernecker, and you get a whopping a lot for your money on this one. So we did make 3 cards in this one. So let me show you first the stamps that you get. So this one was Rubbernecker. This one was like a wildflower floral, and so you get that stamp like that. Then you did receive the floral wreath set like that. Then you did get the stencil for this flower, which was pretty. And I think, yeah, this one you get 1 stencil on this one, and that one goes with this flower. And then this stencil goes with this flower. And that one you also get, you got 2 stencils in this one. And this one was the floral wreath stencil. And you get 2. The 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Because it's 4 layers you go on that one. And then the other one was this, is a 2-part stencil. It's the sprinkles and then the balloons. So that's what you did receive in this class. And I'll show you the cards that we made. And I like because she has a big monitor showing you. And this, don't throw it away. This, you scan it, and if you didn't take a picture of the monitor, this, you scan it and it goes back to the 3 layouts that you did for you to do it at home if you don't finish it. So this one was the first one. It says live life in full bloom, and I did foam tape that flower. I did color it in. And this one she already had done it for us because it would have taken forever to do these 3 cards. So that was the first one. Then this one was the second one. We did do the stenciling with the cards, so that was nice. And this one says, I just wanted to say thank you. And this one's supposed to say happy birthday, but I put celebrate. And so we did stencil in everything. She did do the sprinkles for us. We only had to do the balloons. So that it will be, if she didn't do it, it would be more than 2 hours doing all of these things. So like I said, don't throw that out, so that you could refer it back to these. So that was that class, and that was stenciling with color fuse. I did buy all of their inks because last year I bought half of them and this year I bought the rest, which I love their colors, because the more you use it, the more color, the more darker it gets, the color fuse. So that was nice. Then the next class was floral stencil cards, again from Rubbernecker. And these are the 3 cards. These are the stencils and the stamps. So let me show you the first card and the stencil together. So this one is Rubbernecker Someone Like You set. And so that's kind of pretty. It's a beautiful card. And then it comes with the stencil and then Someone Like You. And it does have just one of the stencils for this card, but it does tell you layer 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is the leaves. Then the next one is Friends Forever set, and that card is so pretty. That's how that looks. And then this is the stencil, and this stencil is 2. So you have layer 1, layer 2, 3, and then layer 7. So you go down to 4, 5, 6, and then you go back to 7 after you did all the layering. And they do tell you which colors, which I love, so that you could repeat that flower all over again. So that's kind of nice. So the first one is the yellow, the lemon, custard, and autumn. And then the 4, 5, and 6 you use lavender, lilac, and orchid. And then for the layer 7 you use moss. And that's how you make that flower. So you have 2 stencils on that one. Let me show you the cards we made in that class. So, and again, she does provide the little code there for you to go back to these cards. So I did this one. I did color that one in. Came out really pretty, and I put hello. It was supposed to say something else, I believe. Yeah, it's supposed to say something else, and I used one of my stamps to do hello. So I did that one, and I colored this one, and they did stamp the U, and they cut it out for you, and they put "You are amazing," and then we did color in this flower. And this one was already cut out for you. You just had to stick it down. That one says thank you. This one already was made by them, so to kill time. So we did that one. So those were the 3 beautiful cards that we did. Really nice, which I like very much. And then the last one for that day was Friday. That one was 2:30. My hair. That one was 2:30 p.m. And then 2:30 was 4 o'clock. And we did Delightful Dahlia Paper Pad Magic. And so that one, I really liked that one because they gave you a 6x6 double card. Is it double card? Yes. Yes. And it's 24 pages. But they didn't touch your paper pad. So they did cut everything out for you to make these cards. And they did give us the little code to go back to refer back to. And they did have some cutouts already, which I did not use. And they did supply you with the die cut, the Delightful Dahlia die. And so this die cuts everything in here for you to make these cards all over again. So you put the die and the leaves, and so you get an orange, like a yellow orange, purple, blue, and again yellow, blue, purple, pink, and then you get the solids to make each card all over again. So I made this one. It says "You're the best," and I did foam tape it, and then the rest I just did, oops, another leaf coming out of there. The insides has nothing, so that's the one, that's that one. And then this one says "Peekaboo, I love you." We did 4 cards on this one. And then this one is for "Wonderful Friend," and then I did puffy foam tape that one. And then the last one, which I think is so pretty, was that one there. It says "Thank you," and I foam taped the other flower. So you do have to glue everything together. She does have the instructions up in the board, and so those were the 4 flowers I made using that Rubbernecker cardstock with the die. So, and again, the code she gave you so that you could refer back. And I will be back with the Saturday classes, so stay tuned for that one. I believe that one is 6 more classes that I have to show you. And yeah, but before I go, I did go to the store like I mentioned at lunchtime. Instead of eating lunch, I ran to the store and I did buy a couple of things. So the first thing was the Rubbernecker class, and I have a mess here because I have so much stuff. And you did buy 5, I think 6 things. You got the 7th free, or you buy 5 and you get the 6th free. I think it's that one. 5 and 6, you get 6 free. So I did buy that diamond with stitch cover die because I fell in love with it, because it's all stitched, and I love stitching because I don't stitch with my sewing machine because something happened to it. So this makes it seem like if you did stitch. So that's kind of nice. So I bought that one, and I showed you the card that I did with that one, which was this one right here. This one right here. That one right there, which I like. See the stitching? I fell in love with that. So I bought the die to make that card again. Then I did buy the dies to all of the cards that I made that day. Yep, I did. And so I did get the coordinating die for the Like a Wildflower floral die. That's for that card right there. So it does come with the flower. I did pick up the U, the Someone Like You die. So it does cut out the U and then the big flower. And that was for that stamp there. And then the last one, the two more, is Friends Forever die. I did do that die. So that's that one there. And then the floral wreath I had to pick up. It's down right there. And that's how that looks. So it does cut out the middle. And then and then I did pick up some of their, so I didn't have set 4, so I picked up set 4. I picked up set 7. I picked up set 8. I picked up set 10. I picked up set 6, 12, and I did pick up the re-inkers of 12, 8, 6, 4, 7, and 10. And last year I regretted not picking up this ink that she uses because it inks up so beautifully. The Versifying Clear. So I did pick it up from their booth. And I did pick up the re-inker with that. And I did need something for free. So I picked up the 4-pack Color Fuse blending brushes. I got that for free. And then for the Liquid Text class, for the this class, she used Liquid Text, so I did pick up the Liquid Text medium. It was $5, and she was selling these little containers, so I picked one up. And I'm sure it was cheaper in the store, but I wanted to play with it this weekend, so I picked it up. And what else? And so I did go to a booth, the photo play booth, after I went from Rubbernecker, because Sonia went to it and she showed me a couple of things that she bought, which was pretty.